various countries, and that justice and solidarity may flourish all over Europe to the advantage of all humanity, unquote. The euro became legal tender in 12 European Union countries at midnight. A number of European micro-states also adopted the new currency, including the Vatican, which has minted its own euro coins with the Pope's head on the reverse. If the Vatican was more special, how about the Pantiatos? Wonderful.
And daily graphic in so they buy 824.
I'll say EU now largest trading bloc.
Because Omo Bubu Omo borders, Omo one common market. And you say Omo one common market there. They be a message normally mine.
Okay. I'll say the European Union, EU, has now become the world's largest trading bloc, with a population of 455 million people. This follows the admission of 10 new nations on May 1st, or May 1. The European Union now has 25 members. The new members are Cyprus, the Czech Republic, Estonia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Poland, Slovakia, and Slovenia. The European Union, which now occupies 5 million square kilometers, is expected to have a gross domestic product of 9,613 billion euros. And I encourage her.
Oh,
the European Union, the European Union has been the major trading partner of Ghana and other countries in Africa, the Caribbean, and the Pacific. Apart from trading arrangement under the EU ACP partnership agreement, such as the Cotonou Agreement, which gives preferential treatment to ACP countries, the Union has also contributed in no small way towards various social micro-projects throughout the country.
Yeah, who can ACP? You know that bezo jai. Oh, okay. How can ACP? You know na mesa bem.
That's African.
Almost by Abrofi colonial masters. Mwako ya maba. Maba sisa niema. Mosi yankunye fa hunde yakun yaji moko. Still I no money di mochi. Mo ba ya asema mbeka kire ye ni say oh e pese animu digwa. Enti no former colonies ni nyina obia momodi anse ebe digwa nti ebi wa Africa, ebi o Caribbean, and ebi o Pacific Islands one. In the answer happiness. Na tie asisi sema omudi ye mbako.
Say do mudi kan ye ya no musa be biem yo.
Ye de bia ye nsua de. Ye nsua anything. Remember example, oh no maba. Say de pese mo increase cocoa production because they say our market can see hold my better into our Pacific countries now called board they will say our Caribbean countries are bebo our Africa are bebo and you now see the whole good you bet your prices papa ma you bet your prices papa ma for and you know I feel so you know obi are increasing production ship ni nyina you can do what we have because na mo kwan je economy is multi-asie when supply exceeds demand again eba ebo be kok se confirm na be ye hu de ye mo ya man ya increase cocoa prices go fie and you need aso say ye ko pesika bi aba na che say ye tua kuafo ka ye so ye hu beto na be wa konti say ukuro no when need aso say bianka obenya 200 million dollars bi na obenya afi omude supply exceeding demand no ndi afi obenya 120 na no nya chi no omo kan say oh mensuro ye free bi Starbucks Starbucks funding bi o enka wo pe 200 million ena anyi na akwe 120 ye be so 80 nemo ndi ye bosia it you go back to your country no when you say we 200 na eko but between when the odima no yes ndi ye bosia
ene no ye ne dia of I down for nyane na waka che
wow
when you know
adan
eno ene ye ne
And you want me to buy any dinner? Say trading a cost you. Edu baby na lomi convention. Just like esisi mun kwano. Obini dia baby sine.
Afema have mo bia bra ontimi now.
Na say dia bia areho asema ati.
Say no. Abo so bra ho sare so mu twa bi o.
I mean come on nam. Ofu dia ofu.
Afo twa bi o program ehu.
81st May 2004. Ena nkru na abobom di Latvia Slovakia, Estonia,
Poland,
India, no, and a Philadelphia trumpet. Or
I said the world's next superpower. The European Union expands to 25 nations and launches toward its destiny.
Team Kuna Abubo, some may be norm the application number. The approval application, and I feel you. And you know, starting with 6 countries. By 2004, almost 25.
Of Antia, the bit major. Sir, African free trade demand the bay.
Mammy can't say being true, huh? Maybe I did by Yara Hosemba Kwa. Nanka. Me present me determine Kankwa and I'm time to Banmeka or beside Eddie and the day. Emra European Union. Ebe expanding a group say happen on and never before so yeah can African Organization of African Unity OAU na baba danu no ama say the African Union and you know yenso 201 and graphic I Ghanaian Times the bar say oh yakoshia na honey akofa abi say afedie African Union is born. The African Union is born. I will somewhere what happens. So can just the first paragraph.
Now, who became you? And then copy us of a veteran. Of us, I said, will be a friend. I cannot make a journal. Also, for the cousin, they was a good chubby. An African Union, Ghanaian Times, 3rd March 2001. Yes, in fear, you know any. I say African heads of state on Thursday proclaimed the birth of the African Union, a continental confederation loosely modeled on the European Union and actively sponsored by Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. Wow.
Your model loosely.
Yes. In the European Union.
On the European Union. Now you start here, European Union about them. Yeah, baby, almost asem no free. And kakra omo dey draw. Aye bia ye no omo e wo history back.
Thank you.
And the then I come on the road here. Loosely on the basis of European Union.
Every year they come here and say, "Just about 5 steps ahead."
And some years I agree.
Any problem?
And this is EU mponia after no very. And the minimum the business minimum and the minimum the beba you bet me. If the Africa ya hihye niema bebre emu de ahin na ye adwuma man. Emu de ahin.
I do to hihye na fita ba ko tuam. I see when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name. Sasa na ba ko no mo ntiase o. Ba bia bibi man mi enu mi ensa be share kwasi brodi no TV.
Kama. Kama be to aso.
Ya don't grab them.
Sasa America no. Wo de hwe. Busa say meetings akese be pa na bibi maya ya abrofo ntimbi. Do TV so dey answer document no.
Any the first no.
You dey answer document dey akọ. E post ni abo mu mes kan ko ya.
Wo dey chill. I mean someone happen man. Years back no na o mutaye OAU conferences near you. Ubon say African leaders see you man dressing this woman at you. Na front row.
Akosiko
white boy. Nko phone kwa na bi o. I'm say we observe here can na to
team.
You won't can get better.
I don't know. Yeah, the see am sabe kan. I know what to Bible me say, well, 2 or more are gathered in my name. Nice oh.
And the whole above we are front row on ma. We are then can be beaten.
Jiminka, what's a minaka him?
And then we name and the conferences and crying. And you know, yeah, loving cause and this row.
Mamma, your brother say, you and for meeting and on General Assembly. I'm going to friend before Marco said, Yana, President Equipment. As a member of Mecca, in Kenya, Faso, and working Tiago. You see, according to 5 minutes, because I don't know about paying a cucumia. Of a possible win in India. And the young American chose a boom and the win in Amba. A woman almost said, ah, see at me, did you a nipper for? I can't one boom. And then now, Cassette, you better gravitate towards governance. Because economy, no, you one large market because we are here. European Union equal 2/3 of world market. Yes. Goods and services. And then you economically, almost super. And what me say, you politics. You constitution be. Na you your governance system. Send you basi akona fa. And you come and say, omo to adwini bebre. Emma omo mbe prepare technical team mbe prepare constitution no so ekoye. Omo ye we nu nyina wie kama. Ana omo ye say. Ene e be kwa sign constitution no so nya di atu. Ewo edankro no a 1957 you sign it. Your friend is saying Treaty of Rome no. You best ako sa dan no ya kwa akore. And the first European Council adopted EU Constitution OMG2. Okay. There's a headline. I said Council adopts EU Constitution 21st June 2004 Ghanaian Times and at the buy.
And the graphic and CD. Now when I'm ready to do here. What may I say? October 2004. You can sign it Constitution. Now, baby, I'm going to sign it, and the same rumor. 6 countries no go sign it. Treaty of Rome.
Okay.
Now, a damn beer. Pope Innocent statue. And in the Rebecca Philadelphia trumpet.
Okay. Camera for near red near the Chromatin zoom in ye. The Philadelphia trumpet, December 2004, and the Bosse Constitution signed in Rome. Under the watchful gaze of a bronze statue of former Pope, leaders from 25 European countries gathered together to sign the European Union Constitution on October 29. The momentous ceremony was symbolically held on Capitoline Hill in Rome, in the same room where the original Treaty of Rome was signed to establish the European Economic Community, forerunner to the EU in 1957. Once adopted, the Constitution, which is 300 pages long and consists of more than 400 articles, will replace most of the existing EU treaties. It will bring the 25 member states under one supranational government body and law. The European Union faces a major obstacle to implementation of the Constitution. However, 11 member nations, including the UK, have committed to holding referendums to ratify the Constitution. In those countries, rather than the Constitution being ratified by Parliament, the people will vote directly to accept or reject it. The Constitution must be ratified by all nations in order to come into effect November 1, 2006.
Mo, now, almost signing and the graphic and so the way by. One kind any leaders, no. Baby, almost signs and the Philadelphia trumpet. A kind.
As European Union leaders sign new Constitution. Okay.
To almost anyway, no. Now, if you say all kind, some will ratify, others say Parliament, and be ratify, and now say, over a referendum. I say, see. I say, we see, and say, as he said, between May and June 2005, 2 founding members, one more, 1957 no omo kan ho a omo de economic community no bae no omo ko for tutia constitution enti ekoye asem kese pa ye na we dey fine nkro ne France and in Netherlands omo tutia enti omo tutia no yentie de papers yi di bae na
31st May 2005, a year daily graphic. Also, France reject EU constitution. Young French voters declared no to the EU constitution has left European leaders struggling to define the way forward. European Commission President Jose Manuel Barroso said there was now a very serious problem and there was no willingness to reopen negotiations, but insisted we cannot say that the treaty is dead.
Sounds on 3rd June 2005 daily graphic or the by Netherlands for also 2TI.
European Union struggles to save constitution. 3rd June 2005 daily graphic. I say as Dutch voters reject treaty. European leaders are struggling to keep the European Union constitution alive after French and Dutch voters firmly rejected it. This is a dangerous position to be in, said Prime Minister Jean-Claude Juncker of Luxembourg, the current president of the European Union.
Mo, now no vote in a buy. I dare the buy and say, Emma Daniel, a woman,
okay,
oh, true, and come Shambia. Okayen ebe mu pepepe. Daniel 2:42 to 43.
Daniel chapter 2
42 43
to 43. Afana ka do any man. And I am far we na. Okay. D4 Daniel. Daniel kwado you D4.
Okay.
Me pe brofo no ha. 42 to 43. Or say and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. Verse number 43. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with merry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Asama wakaneni feet of iron and clay, enuni. Because say iron does not mix with clay.
Yes.
Now
the Wakanya Mimashimono. Was it they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men? Of what they saw Chichimba. But they shall not cleave one to another.
Philadelphia trumpets. The report to be by also saying clay nations trouble Europe. So man him omujitum say Daniel Ngumano feet of statue no there. Clay and iron no a reference to European civilization. And omujitum
clay nations trouble Europe. Yeah. And who are the clay nations?
Afi ni eba beka. Ubekaya. Ubekaya.
Kesala di jure wawa. Ofe. Ya ma mi mo ansira fa na ma fo be twa mi dodo. Ebra so ka.
Ya tell why they say iron does not mix with clay.
Yes.
1993. 1 year after the Maastricht Treaty, okay. European borders were broken.
Yes.
They had one common market.
Yes.
And then one could 2/3 of world trade. Economically, perfect. After 204, no more say about the Sani Constitution. Near the how far? Constitution FI. It is a partly strong, partly brittle. Economically, nobody can match them.
Yes, they are strong.
They are strong. Politically,
weak. 43. Okay.
So, and you know, the aqua ban no aqua problem aba. And the constitution no basa no. Emma, I am share any you say, ain't the future no at the same. The future
him can not assembling there. Or say On May 29, the French, in a legally binding referendum, rejected the proposed European Union constitution. 3 days later, a Dutch referendum submitted an even more dogmatic rejection of the charter. These two events